You look like you need a break to practice some creative self-care. Join me for some no-pressure, color and shape fun with a little personality, because we are better with art. Welcome to Better with Art. I'm Melinda, and I'm here to encourage you to reclaim your creativity and practice creative self-care with weekly small art prompts that can be done in an art journal or on paper if you don't have one. I had fun with last week's project, and it was a good reminder about how art helps. Whatever we're going through, art can help. Unfortunately, I found out that this particular journal I was testing does not hold up well to heavy marker use, permanent marker, Sharpie specifically, last week. So I thought this week I would put some of the other journals I'm testing through their paces with Sharpie. This is the journal I used the first week, which is a great little travel size. I did use a little marker on this one, and it did pretty well, so I will come back to that one. I still haven't tried the Fluid 100 watercolor paper, which if you purchased it, you'd have to bind yourself or keep in a folder. And there are some cute ideas for really simple self-binding. This is a journal I've been doing some watercolor experimentation in that hasn't made it to a video. This one would be fun though. It's doing okay with the watercolors. So that'll be one to test with the markers. When I originally started filming this video, I thought I would do a separate project in each journal I was testing. That became beyond cumbersome, but what I can show you in this one that I used in this week's mixed media fun video, that it sadly does not hold up to heavy Sharpie use. It even bled through to the next page a little bit. So the dilutions is not ideal for Sharpie. It's great for collage, and I'll keep using that in the mixed media videos, and we'll continue to work on Muse versions where I create background and inspiration pages to inspire your artwork. And most of the journal is empty for your work, but when you need a little inspiration, you'll find some there. This is one I hadn't tried yet, and I am very pleasantly surprised with how well it held up to the marker on this project that went sideways. So the reason I have been testing new art journals, if you've missed the last few weeks, is the art journal I have recommended people purchase right from the beginning is no longer available. And I was really looking for journals with hot press pages, the nice smooth pages. This has very nice pages. However, they are really not good for Sharpies, markers, because of the tooth. This is cold press paper. It's gorgeous texture for some things, but not ideal for the projects I share with Sharpies or other Sharpie-like markers. This is another one that is cold press, which means the pages have more texture than the hot press. You can think cold press texture like Goosebumps, and hot press smooth like it's been smoothed with a hot iron. One thing I noticed about this journal compared to this one is the paper is less textured and the smoother side is quite smooth. So this would be a more economical option like the one I was originally recommending, but this one not so much. As I said, I love this paper and it is so nice and heavy. And if you don't want to use markers, that's a great choice. So today, as was not my intent going into this, I will be trying out one of the cold press art journals because it is a better value than this watercolor journal. I do have to say one thing I'm already concerned about is, although this claims to be the same weight paper as this one, the pages feel thinner and not as sturdy. Everything I'm demonstrating is 140 pound, 300 GSM, but they don't all feel as heavy or as thick. As mentioned, I will be using the back of one of the pages as the backs are smoother. I'd intended to do another fun line project, as I often do. I'm going to go a page in so we can see if it bleeds through. But I saw something else that I found interesting that I'll have to track down. It was either on Instagram or Facebook, because Facebook Reels has caught up to my watching and feeds me things I actually want to see. But I think this was Instagram. We are going to be doodling some emotions in a different way than we have before. In the original video, the artist had divided their page up very nicely into a grid, I guess you would call it, and had colored in very nice, neat squares. I was breaking down my page and decided I am too tired to deal with uniformity. So I am just going to make my own shapes and go from there. Within these squares that the artist drew, each had a personality, a mood, a feeling. So what I am doing today to test my paper for Sharpie fastness, you could call it, and have some low pressure fun doing something not quite as, maybe not quite as therapeutic as painting watercolor blobs, but just random colorful shapes. Which I forgot to say, I have several Sharpies, including one metallic. I have 2 Master's Touch, 2 of my favorite Bics. I really like the Bic Intensity, and I've recommended them numerous times in my videos, but I don't think this set that I've been recommending is available anymore. And also Amazon Basics, which I often frequently recommend also. Very similar to Sharpies and typically cost less and are frequently on sale. So I'm going to go ahead and keep putting my paper through its paces with my markers. Just random shapes. I'll speed this up. I might still have some fun ASMR sound, I hope, for you, if you're into that. If you're not, well, it shouldn't last a huge amount of time. Anyway, we'll see how that part all goes in the editing process. Just have fun. Doing low pressure art, making random shapes. Or, if what works better for your brain, create a nice even grid and make some orderly squares. Popping back in for a second to say I purposely chose light colors so the faces would show up. So draw some faces, give them personality, expressions, use them to express how you're feeling, how you felt. Use this however you want. Just have fun or use it as some therapy. And the moment of truth. How did our page hold up to marker? All things considered, not too bad. So I'll have to take another look at this particular brand of art journal for us. Before you go, be sure to like,
comment, share, subscribe as you see fit to be reminded that taking time to make art is not a waste of time, and help me to reach more people with that message. I'll be back next week with another Better with Art, creative self-care, a small art prompt, and my 100 days of mixed media fun also continue.